I think administrators are a very bad influence on American higher education.
Can you sort of elaborate the intuition why this thing that you call administrative bloat is such a bad thing for a university?
Well, first of all, just in terms of the cost of maintaining, there are more administrators in American higher education than there are faculty members.
Yeah.
The cost is enormous. Number two, they are inimical to the teaching enterprise, and they feel that their job is to control things, to make sure there are no problems, that nobody's feelings are hurt. Being called, before a dean because you said something that insulted somebody is something that shouldn't happen in American higher education. Yet it happens because you have these administrators who think it's their job to protect people from being insulted. You insult a black student, you insult a woman. There's a disciplinary hearing. Well, there shouldn't be. Black people are accustomed to being insulted. Jews are accustomed to being insulted. Women are accustomed to being insulted. And it's very good to know who doesn't like you. It's useful. It's essential information to know who doesn't like you. If everybody is forced to say, I love you, and nobody can say, I hate you, you get a false view of what life is all about.
Outside of the university.
Outside the university. I mean, you do graduate eventually.
And that's ultimately the mission of the university, is to prepare you, to make you into a great human being, into a great leader that can take on the problems of the world.
Correct. And you don't do it by treating you like a little flower.
But what role does the university have to protect students? To women, African Americans, anybody, Jews, anybody who could be a victim of hate speech.
They protect you from physical assault. If somebody physically assaults you, then they get punished. But they shouldn't protect you against insult, because that is a violation of academic freedom, the freedom of the insulter to insult you. And also, as I said, it's very useful to know who doesn't like you. It's useful for the so-called victim. I think it's essential. I want to know who doesn't like me. It's as important to me as knowing who likes me.
But do you also believe in this open space of discourse that the insulter will eventually lose?
I think that's true. I think the insulter eventually will wear out his or her welcome. I do. But I like to know who the insulters are.
Because it gives you a deeper understanding of human nature.
Yeah. And usually, by the way, my experience has been that the insulters have generally not been as smart as the people they've insulted.
Yeah.
And that's probably one of the reasons they insult them, because they feel inferior.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a psychoanalyst here, but a lot of the people who are the haters are pretty low down in the intellectual scale.
Anyway, 95% of administration, you're calling to fire 95% of the administration. Correct. People should know. I think people that don't really think about the structure, the way the universities work, are not familiar, I think, with the fact that there's a huge bloat of administration. When you think about what makes a great university, it's about the students, it's about the faculty, it's about the people that do research, if it's a research university.